Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Another yearly content video. And this video is going to be basically about manga I think you should collect or at least read this year. This video is not gonna include any opinions. It's not gonna be an opinion-based video. It is going to be on facts, manga that have either finished or have come back in stock, back in print, and manga that I think you should jump at considering the circumstances that said series is in. But before I start this video, according to YouTube, only 28% of you guys that watch these videos are subscribed. So if you like these videos and you'd like to see more, just be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. I chose about 6 to 8 series that I think you guys should collect this year. With the reason behind it, I think it's about time we start talking about some manga. Alrighty, so the first series I would like to talk about is Gantz. Now, Gantz is a pretty out-of-print manga when it comes to the singles, but when it comes to these nice, chunky omnibuses, they are very readily available. And with it almost finishing, I would like to say 2 or 4 months from now, it is probably the best time to buy it. You're not sitting there fiddling with your thumbs for too long waiting for the next volume. You can dive in head first and just enjoy this series from start to finish. Now, these are pretty expensive. They're 25 American dollars or 34 Canadian dollars, but that's a good thing. Considering these are 3-in-1s, you're getting a pretty damn good deal. If there is one thing I would recommend when it comes to this series is stack your volumes. Don't read them the minute you get one. I would say wait until you have a couple volumes of the omnibuses and then read it. It is a very, very, very quick read. I read about volume 2 and 3 of the omnibus in about an hour and a half. And for a 3-in-1, that is pretty unheard of. It takes me a very long time to read through the One Piece omnibuses and any other omnibus I own. So when it comes to this and only reading it in like 45 minutes, that's pretty fast because there is a lot of action in this series and not much dialogue. You're gonna blow through it, but it is a absolute ride. If you are gonna get one omnibus this year, let it be Gantz, because I don't know how many volumes there are. There's like 34, I believe, or 37. I could be wrong. It's gonna end very, very, very soon. So get it while you can. So I'm going to include this in the same category considering they're both getting reprints, and that is Slam Dunk and Vagabond. Now, both of these are coming back into print, especially some of the rarer volumes, like volume 2's back in print, which I heard was pretty fucking expensive, but I got for retail. And Slam Dunk, which is, I think, getting an entire series reprint, because I have volume 1 to 4, which was super easy to get. And I recently just saw volume 5 and 6 at a Indigo. So if you've been craving for this series, I would highly, highly, highly recommend you guys get those 2 series while you can. You know it's readily available when an Indigo or a local bookstore has it like at mass. I'll see if I can show a photo now. I went to my Indigo and I had a fucking heart attack. I never thought a day in my life Indigo would ever sell this manga physically or have it in stores physically. So that's how you know it is coming back. And as you can tell, there was a surplus amount of them. So if you're looking for a classic Takiko Inoue work and you've been wanting Slam Dunk for a very long time, now is absolutely the chance. And you can get Vagabond as well. I don't think the entire series is coming back in print or back in stock for Vagabond, but a lot of the volumes are, including volume 1 and 2, which is probably the hardest volumes to find. I know volume 2 is really hard to find. I know some of the later volumes are pretty hard to find, and I think 37 is still out of stock, the single. Yeah, definitely lunge at these 2 when you can. It is 100% worth it, because I bet you another couple years down the line, these are going to go back out of print, and they're going to be worth a lot of money. In all seriousness, I'm not going to say much about this. I've said it way too many times, but get it while you can before it completely goes out of stock. You know, with all the craze with the World Cup over and, you know, the anime pretty much almost finished. It's about halfway through. Core 1 just finished. This is going to go, and it's going to go fast. So get it while you can, and while there are only a couple volumes out. That's all I'm going to say. Next, I would like to talk about Hell's Paradise. Now, this is a manga that finished about a year ago and is coming out with an anime. So if you'd like to be ahead of the crew, the anime community, definitely go pick up the manga. It is a phenomenal manga. As you can tell, I kind of damaged my volume 1 You could see that in my organization video. I was really sad, but it's okay now. It's not doing too bad. I just can't look at it in a certain lighting. But this is a phenomenal story. I cannot wait for the anime. So if you want a complete series and one that's not too long, that's about 13 volumes, and they don't take long to read. I would say it's about a standard VizSig length when it comes to how long it takes to read it. I think a volume takes me about an hour, maybe half an hour. I don't really track my time, but it definitely is one you can sink your teeth in and enjoy for a decently long time. So yeah, definitely go pick up Hell's Paradise if you see volume 1, and with some of the earlier volumes coming back into stock, like volume 4, or for the Americans, volume 2 and 3, because here in Canada, volume 4 has absolutely been nowhere to see. But in America, I know at least one person, a buddy of mine, East Coast Manga, hasn't seen volume 2 and 3 in stock for a very long time. So we both have our own little problems, but I think with those two coming back in stock, I think now's the time for you guys to get this, and I think there's no time like the present to go pick up this manga, because you definitely won't regret it. It's a very, very good manga. Now, I know I said this video isn't going to be opinion based, but I'm going to slip some opinions in there every once in a while. It's my video. What you going to do? Nothing. Next is a manga that recently finished and has come out with hardcovers. That is Summertime Rendering. Now, I believe the hardcovers are coming out all in one shot, and I've heard some complaints saying that the quality control isn't the best, that some series are shorter in length than others and looks kind of ugly on the shelf. So you know what I have to say to that? I fucking told y'all so. For those having issues, I told y'all been waiting there, and then you get a shitty volume. While we have been living in luxury with these paperbacks, I have not had a single issue with these, and they're just beautiful releases. But if you prefer hardcovers, definitely go pick up the hardcover now. Just make sure you take an extra second to make sure it's the right height and it's the quality you want it to be at. But compared to the paperbacks, I genuinely can't tell the difference between the hardcover and the paperbacks when it comes to the spines and, you know, everything else about it. It's just that it's a hardcover. So when you stare at a hardcover and a paperback, they honestly don't look different at all. I know Udon makes very good paperbacks, but like, this is perfect. Like, you don't need anything else. And with it only being 6 volumes long, it's a decently long read because they are 2-in-1s, and it is decently wordy, but you get completely sucked into the universe and the mysteries and the thriller aspect of this manga. So it's definitely one for the books, and one of my favorite mangas I've read in a very long time. Definitely a dark horse in the recent manga collecting community that I think a lot more people need to check out, because I do think it is a very solid manga. Alright, so the last manga I'd like to talk about is Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, obviously I can't go a video without talking about Jojo's, considering how much of a Jojo fanatic I am. But with part 9 coming out in February, yes, I'm surprised I haven't talked about this in a video yet. Part 9 is coming out in less than a month, or about a month and a half. I am so excited. And with part 5 almost being finished physically, this manga is definitely one you want to check out, because part 6, I don't know when part 6 is going to get printed, but I know part 5 is only going to be about 9 volumes, and I believe volume 7 just came out, or somewhere around that, volume 5 or 6. With that almost finishing and part 6 on its way to being printed in these hardcovers, this is definitely the time, so you have a little bit of leeway from when part 5 finishes and when part 6 starts physically. You have time to pick this up, and I just have to say it, these look beautiful. These are absolutely beautiful hardcovers. I have a video about beautiful releases in the coming days, but for now, definitely go pick this up. And if you have all of these and you want another JoJo's-esque manga, definitely check out Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe. Volume 2 literally just came out. I have it. And it's definitely a good side story to part 4 about probably one of the best JoJo characters of all time, Rohan Kishibe. You want something to hold you over after you've read the entirety of JoJo's, definitely go read, or you can even watch this, because it has an anime on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes. If you want a manga straight from the source and you want to experience Araki's beautiful art, definitely go check out Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe and the rest of JoJo's. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other manga you think people should pick up considering the circumstances, please let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, take care.